Hello everybody, my name is Jocelyn. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. As many of you may know, I'm a registered dental hygienist and I will be discussing a few things that you may not know about the career. RDH stands for Registered Dental Hygienist. We are licensed oral health professionals. We focus on preventing, diagnosing, and treating periodontal disease. And RDH does not diagnose cavities. The cavities are usually diagnosed by your dentist. We perform oral health exams, x-rays, dental impressions. We also perform sealant application to prevent cavities. We do coronal polishing. We administer local anesthetic and nitrous oxide, which is also known as laughing gas, to calm the patients down during procedures. We offer nutritional counseling and smoking cessation. We also educate our patients on proper oral hygiene techniques to apply at home. I personally practice at two different types of offices. I practice at a periodontist office and a general dentist office. A periodontist is a specialist, and we do things like, well, I don't, but the specialist does things such as dental implants, implant-supported dentures, and other various surgeries to try to get the bone and the gums back to health. The general dentist office, I usually see children, adults. I also take x-rays and impressions. As a Latina in dentistry, and especially as an RDH, there's not very many of us. When I graduated actually in 2020, there were only 4 of us that were Hispanic. So I really think we should have a lot more Latinas or Hispanics in this profession. Obviously, it's something to consider for each person, but there's not very many of us out here. We graduate from an accredited dental hygiene program at the university. You can have either an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. The average time for studying is about 4 years. It took me longer than 4 years because at the beginning I was working full-time as a dental assistant, and that way I was able to get an insight of what we actually do now, and it made me feel more confident about my decision in the career. In order to get licensed, we have to take 2 state exams. One is a written exam, which is usually about 4 or 5 hours, and the other is a clinical exam, which you perform a cleaning on a quadrant of a patient. When I graduated, we didn't have to do the clinical part on a live patient because it was 2020 and it was COVID. So when we took it, they had the option of us doing it on a mannequin, which was completely different and not what we had prepared for. But in the end, all of us were able to pass and we got our licenses, thankfully. An RDH needs to renew the license every 3 years. Here in Illinois, as well as take continuing education classes, we have to take 36 credits here, so that way we keep up to date with different new techniques and everything going on in dentistry. The duties of an RDH will depend on the office or facility that you work at. Sometimes the hygienists get an assistant that helps them with cleaning the rooms, taking x-rays, or different tasks. I personally don't have a specific assistant just for me. Sometimes at the offices, the assistants help us to clean the rooms or to take x-rays here and there, but I don't necessarily have an assigned assistant just for me. Hygienists can work full-time or part-time depending on the office. It is really nice because if you have children and you need to obviously spend time, you can have a good work and life balance. Pay can also vary depending on an hourly rate or commission rate. It can range from $57,000 to $97,000 depending on the state that you practice in. Also, the city, office, the location that you work at. I know there's states in the US that pay even more than that. Thank you for joining me till the end of this video. If you're considering the career and have any questions, or if any other questions come up from anybody, please feel free to write them down in the comments. Thank you, and I will see you all in the next one.